My mother gave me this spatula over 10 years ago. I was going to Maine to work for a trail crew, and she gave me this cast iron pan and this spatula. So I've had them for a long time. I've used them thousands of times, and they've been some of my favorite kitchen instruments. And you can see here the brand. It's Echo stainless vanadium, USA made. So it fell off the counter a while ago, and this end of the handle broke. I think it's just a plastic material. You can see there. And it's just held on with these two pins. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take this handle off and put a wood handle on there. Just give it a little cleanup. It's in really good condition still, even after as much as I've used it. I highly recommend this spatula. If you find one, if you're out thrifting or at a yard sale, definitely pick one of these up. As you can see here, I'm not the only fan of this spatula. Someone's trying to sell one on eBay for $58. Here are two that actually sold. You can see about $25. I'll be using this wood here for the handle. This is the same wood I used on my knife restoration video. You can go back and check that out. Okay, here we go. I'm using my grinder to grind off the old pins, and then I use my punch and just hammer them out. This wire wheel on the grinder made quick work of that old rust or gunk, whatever was on there. I used my planer to plane the wood down to the same thickness as the old handle. You can see all that wood sawdust that it threw out. So at this point I'm just tracing the handle on here, and then I cut it out with my coping saw. So you can see here I use this blue masking tape to make a straight line so I know where it is on the top and the bottom. And also it'll keep some of the epoxy off when I go to epoxy this handle on. And I'm just going to mark with the pencil where I'm going. This is the system I use for pinning. One is a pipe and one is a rod. And you could put the rod inside the pipe. And once you peen that over, it'll give you a strong mechanical bond. And I use the epoxy as well, just to hold everything in place and seal the underside of the wood so there's no rust against the metal. I'm using this awl right here to make a little hole for the drill bit. This helps to keep the drill bit in the center. Worked out perfectly. Unfortunately, I got too hasty and used the big drill bit. I should have sized up from a smaller bit slowly, and that might have helped avoid this crack right here. So I went through the process of thinning down some more wood and cutting it out and drilling the holes, and now I'm pinning on the second handle. And you can see here I hit it too hard and I split this second handle. I remade a third set of handles, and I'm getting much better at it. It goes a little quicker every time you do it. But I got to the point where I can epoxy it, and you can see here I peened these handles, and these handles worked out nicely. This would go a lot faster with power tools, but I was working in the basement and I don't want sawdust everywhere, so I just used a wood block with some sandpaper to get this to shape and get it nice and smooth. I'll be using this Howard butcher block conditioner, and it's food grade, so I like using it on my kitchen utensils. And it's made in USA. You could pause it here if you want to read the ingredients. Mineral oil, beeswax, vitamin E, carnauba wax. All you do basically is you put some on the wood. Well, all I do, put some on the wood, and then I use a clean rag and wipe it in. Let it soak in, and maybe you have to do 2, 3, maybe 4 coats even until the wood looks nice and has soaked in enough of the oil. Let's take a look at what that handle looked like before. You can see it's broken here, that black plastic material. On my finished product, I didn't use that lanyard hole that you see there. I figured that could lead to some damage to the wood down the road, either water damage or not being able to get some oil in there to seal it up correctly. But overall, I'm really happy with the way this came out. The wood looks really great. You can see it right here. I think it's mahogany. But it looks really nice, it feels nice, and it's back to use in the kitchen already. Leave a comment below if you liked how this came out, or if you would do something differently. Thanks for watching.